It's Friday, and this week I haven't really been knitting that much. I did. I just wanted to show what I want to work on tonight and tomorrow. I'm gonna work a little bit tomorrow, because I can, and it's smart. But just to let you know how far I've gotten on the polar bear sweater and the PureRibShirt, and I started another color on this one, which I have some thoughts about that I want to share. But first, this one. My needles are way too small, way too short for this, so it's bunched up like holy crap. But these are the feet. I've started on the polar bear. The arms are hanging on for dear life, both of them, and I've gotten a couple of rows in, but this is how the polar bear are for now. This is like the front paw. Yeah. One front paw, one back paw, and another back paw. And the stuff in between is just snow, I assume. But my tension is actually pretty good. I'm very happy with it. The floats are floating. Oh, if I can get a grip on it. This is how the floats are looking. This one I'm very happy with. This because it's a pattern. This is a little bit more, I don't know what to call it, abstract. But yeah, I have like 3 more rounds on the legs until I start the body for the polar bear, and I kind of want to get at least there today. I have like 420 stitches here, so it takes me a while to go one round. But I've been mostly knitting on this. The last couple of days I've given myself some rest from the 2x2 ribbing on the 2x2 on the PureRibShirt, but I'm getting into that again today because I want to finish the body. I haven't done anything on it the last couple of days. So first I want to get at least 3 rounds done on this. And then let me get my bag. My go bag. Hat. I'm just gonna for later. I need to Alright. Like I said, I haven't really done anything on this since last week. But it is quite long. Actually, I thought that I had to knit like a 10 centimeter rib at the end, but it's actually only like 6.5 centimeters. So let me see. I have like 2 more rounds and then bind off. So I will be starting on the sleeves. Yeah, I want to do the sleeves first. 2 more rounds, 5 balls. Maybe I'll do the collar, but I kind of I'll do 1 ball on 1 sleeve and see how much that takes me. How far that takes me. And then I'll see how much yarn I have left before I start the collar, and then finish up the arms. I say arms, I mean sleeves, but you get the point. Okay, I'm just rolling up this. The third thing that I started, another color for that. The team was thinking about not adding this color because it's, I don't know. I don't really know why. I don't really understand why either, because this color is a smart move, if you ask me. It's on the wrong needles, and I am having a little panic attack. I need the other correct needle. It's a mess here. But it looks way bluer on camera. It's like a cyan. It's very... Let me see if... That didn't really help. But it's a cyan. Very cyan turquoise. I don't know. Cyan. It's not this blue. This looks very blue on camera, but it's cyan. And it's a very electric, neon-y, a very like in your face with colors, lots of like pops of colors. It's gonna be with this, let me just grab the other colors quickly. So the colors all together here. They look milder on camera, actually. They are very vibrant. The white is the same one as this one, so the polar bear and everything that's white in this will be white. But if I grab up my book again, so I can try to paint you a picture on what is what here. Okay, so if I'm able to actually hold this upright as well, whilst explaining here. Okay, so now you see everything-ish. So everything that's brown here is this cyan color. And all of the green stuff, which isn't a lot, sadly, is this pink. White is white. And all of this that's light pink is this orange. Interesting. And then the light brown is this yellow. So the colors that are going to be paired together is, let's see if I can do this. So this one comes, and then this, and then the pink, the orange. That's cool, isn't it? So instead of brown, instead of brown, white, and pink, it's cyan, white, and orange. And then the cyan, or a stripe with white. And then the cyan and the yellow for these ones. Kind of looks like the Swedish flag. And then the parts where the green is, the green is going to be this pink, and it's paired with yellow. No, not yellow, it's paired with orange. That's actually, it's fine. It's a little bit low, well, I say low contrast. It's the lowest contrast in this sweater. And then the, the yellow and white for the polar bear situation. If I switch up the yellow and the pink. How will that be? Let's see. Because then, if I switch up yellow and pink, this is harder than the first time I did it. The pink will be where the green is. No, yellow will be where the green is. And then this will be where the light brown is, meaning this and this will be together. That's nice. So all of these ones will be these colors. And the background for this polar bear will be this pink one. That's an option. Maybe. We'll see how far I get on it. I need to at least finish the arm because I did some changes on the stitch counts on this one because it made sense. And I couldn't make sense of what I got on the email of stitch counts and stuff. But my math weren't mathing 100%. So I had to do some last minute fix. But it's fine. I was only four stitches off, so it's fine. I saved it. But yeah. So this is the sleeve. I'm trying. I don't usually do this with my needles. I brought the wrong needle. I will fix that soon. That will be like, I'm not prioritizing that one. I'm doing this a little bit like, I don't know what to call it. Off center. On the side. Because the color is just an experiment. But yeah. I will get some rounds on this. Maybe I'll start on the PureRibShirt actually, just to get done with the body and start on the sleeves. But first I want to get a couple of rows done on this one. Get finished with the legs so I can start on the body, on the polar bear. Alright, let me know if you have some other ideas on this one, on the color combinations and the pink and the oranges and the yellow. Let me know if you have some better ideas on shifting out, or not switching out the colors, but just swapping and moving them around. They are not written in stone. I can change them up if I think there are better options than what I got in the email, but yeah. Let's see how far I get during the day, and I'll check up later. We're doing this a little bit differently than previously because I did film this clip and then I started to edit and I was so tired. It's just a couple of minutes ago, but I needed to do it again and look a little bit more alive. So let's get to it. Let me start with the polar bear. So Friday I had only done legs and not a lot of it. I had 3 more rounds left on the legs. The polar bear is now done. Not a whole sweater, naturally, but the actual polar bear. And I switched it on to some bigger needles so you can actually see the pattern. And I really enjoy this. I can't even start. And I've started to decrease for the yoke. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna get this done at least before the collar today, so that I can pour everything else I have into this one, because that needs progress. But yes, there's not really much that to say about this. I enjoy it. The stitch counts are there. The chart that I drew up for this, it works. Still, the stitches, they flow nicely. They go in the round. It's okay. We're good. We're still friends. And I'm really excited to get this finished. We're close. We're very close. I could put it on and just hold it, just swing my arms like this so you can actually see it, but I won't. You'll get to see it when it's done. So next time I film, and that will be for the Irene Haugland series that I will be putting up. So all of the Irene Haugland is the designer for this sweater, and I will be testing hopefully more of her designs and put them up here just for my own little archive. So it's an individual video, which is exciting. I did discuss a little bit the other color combinations that are being used and that I have started. The cyan one, for once, let me go pick it up so you can see how far I've gotten. 2 seconds. It's not much. It's like this. Friday I was here, right here. But I've gotten some progress. I like to just put it on here so we can actually see how far. With having this one in the back of my head, I know that this is only here. The sleeves are long. So, and this will be longer because I'm actually following the pattern that I got on the email for this, the stitch counts and everything, just to see if my decision was stupid. But yes, now I don't really have much more to say about this. The color combinations for this one will be on the Irene Haugland video. Will it? No, it won't. I've already done that. Never mind. But more thoughts about this will be coming later. Yes, and I would love it if you could DM me or put it in the comments on what you think about this color. Should it be included? Should it not? Should I switch up the colors? Yeah. Please help me with that. I want to win that battle. I really do. I really think that this color combination is a winner. It should be included. But let me throw on this one because it can actually be worn. Hold on while I get dressed. Alright, here it is. I will stand up and show you everything, but the fit, it's pretty good. I do a pretty tight bind off, unfortunately, so it looks different. But I want to talk about this portion, the top, where I cast on edge. I don't know if it's me, if I'm the one if I just cast on loosely, but it has a lot of give on it. It's loosey-goosey, and I would love it to be tighter. So before I start the collar, I will be weaving in this sort of elastic band and sew it to itself in the round. I will do my best at least to sew it in to the first knit row and tighten it so it will cinch, so it would actually stay here, because when I show you the back and how it sags, it's not really that pretty. So I want to put in an elastic that can hold, because I could have done like these skinny elastics, but I don't think that would hold. I think that would have snapped pretty quickly. So let me stand up and show you what we're working with. Okay, so you can see this is not the bind off edge. The bind off edge is all the way here. It just fits better when the bind off edge, like right here, closer to my waist. So this is it. It is, as you didn't understand, folded, but this thing. With the elastic, it being cinched up here, it will be more like this, I assume. But for now, it's all bulged up. Yeah, not really that pretty. What I've done, I've started on the sleeve. Tiny bit of a sleeve, but that's it. Hopefully, since it's off the shoulder, it's actually all the way to my elbow, but with the elastic, it's probably like here, I think. But yeah, that's how far I've gotten. I think I have 4 balls left, and I'm scared. In case of an emergency, I will just get 1 more ball. I will do these ones for the sleeves and then see how much more I need for the collar, and then maybe buy what I need for the collar. We'll see. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe it will be yarn chicken. Maybe it's enough with me just frogging one of the test swatch that I made. But we'll see. For now, this is how we're looking. Part of the sleeve, I've knitted like 2 centimeters of one sleeve. But I will try to remember to include you when I do weave in the elastic band. The pattern, the test knit is supposed to be finished at 18th of April, and its launch date on April 20th, in the middle of Easter. And that would be nice. Imagine this in a pretty yellow. I'm still thinking about this in the red. I'll probably figure something out and knit this up in a red, like the deep red. We'll see. Hopefully. I'm hoping for it. But that's it. I don't have anything more to add. This is my last weekend home for like 3 weekends. So next week it will be the same. I won't be here in my knitting nook. I will be at my grandparents' because they're celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. That will be very nice, and I'll meet a lot of family and stuff. So I'll be there, but I will do my best to upload a video. Then a weekend after, we're at my in-laws, and then a weekend after that, I am traveling on an actual vacation with my mom and my brother and my mom's boyfriend and his son, and my boyfriend, obviously. So I will be away, and I'm not really sure how my upload schedule will be, but I'll do my best. Maybe instead of a weekly vlog, I will upload the Haugland episode 1 on the Polarbear sweater. That's an idea, perhaps. We'll see. Maybe I'll go through some of my stash yarns, which is a lot. Also like this stuff, maybe. And I will be casting on some socks. That didn't look good. And I will be casting on some socks for Easter. You know, the Easter socks that I've been talking about for weeks now. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to tell you. I'll see you when I see you.